Well, hello, my beautiful Leo. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-September right through to mid-October 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Leo? What do they need to know regarding their love situation? Can you please guide them for their highest good? Who is coming their way? What's going on right now? Can you please advise them on what they can expect for the future regarding their love situation? What do they need to know right now? Now, your first card there is the Star Energy. So this, of course, is all about healing, but it's about allowing yourself to shine. So I will get the rest of the cards. I'm doing a Celtic cross because I love the simplicity that the spread lends to the reading. And at the same time, you know, I really feel there is a direct energy with the Celtic cross at this moment in time. So I feel, you know, let's get straight to the message. Now you have 2 major arcana cards, 3 major arcana cards in your Celtic cross so far. So this is a big deal. I mean, the Hangman is in your past position, so that can indicate that the wait is over. But let's get the rest of the cards just to see who is coming your way or what is going to happen for the next coming weeks and months there. Okay, in the near future we have an 8 of Wands. If some of you are traveling or are invited to something where you have to travel outside your usual parameters, this could be, well, there it is. It could be where you're going to meet this new person, because there is someone showing up in your energy field. Now, I need to clarify that King of Wands, because that can indicate that you're taking action, you're going somewhere, and you'll meet someone where you express yourself or, you know, where you connect to your passions, but it can also be a person. So I'll have to take some clarifier cards on that for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Leo? What do they need to know? Yeah, you're currently investing in yourself. I definitely see that you're working on yourself. Wheel of Fortune. Wow. You're destined to meet a person and it's not too far away. So let us get to the energy. I'm just going to close off and lock off that deck with a rose quartz there, which is all about connecting to love. So I would say for some of you, and I'm not here to sell anything, but, you know, if you go to your local store, crystal store, you know, if you get that rose crystal quartz, you know, it's very important. It connects to love or amplifies your opportunity to get love as well. But most importantly, connect to loving yourself. So let us begin. We have the Star Energy there. So this is about learning to shine your wonderful light and allow yourself to be seen. A lot of you are going through a very deep healing period. I feel like you've been waiting for love for quite some time. And some of you may have even had your love life turned upside down at some point. Perhaps someone tried to control you or dull your shine, or you were going through a period where someone may have promised the world but delivered nothing. Someone who kept you on hold or dangling a carrot. Now, of course, not everybody is going to have experienced that, but the Hangman is in the past position. So it tells me that, you know, there has been a period of inaction. So you may have withdrawn from the dating scene in order to focus on yourself, in order to really learn more about who you are and get to know yourself on a deeper level. The Star Energy also indicates wishes being aligned right now. So I feel There is a brighter future to look forward to on so many different levels. There's a lot of abundance and prosperity coming towards you. But I see that you will be messaging someone very, very soon, if you're not already, because we do have a Prince of Pentacles here. Now, it is a crossing card, and that's why I mention some of you may have been connected to someone who either it just doesn't fully align, it just doesn't work. You try to make it work over and over again, and it just doesn't work out. Or it can be someone who basically is not making much of an effort in a connection. So it can be someone who comes in and out of your life, because there are two people here, but the potential position is the King of Wands. So it tells me there's someone who is going to sweep you off your feet. Now, this is not a gender specific reading. It's all about the energy. So this can be someone who takes charge, someone who is not afraid to show how passionate they are, someone who is not afraid to express their feelings. Where we have that Prince of Pentacles as a crossing card, which means someone who is slow to offer, someone who is sitting on the fence right now because they're in a crossing position. So let me just pull a card on that, because the star energy is to see your life clearly. It's really you being in a new phase of life where you're nourishing yourself in a different way. I feel also this is about you wanting to experience new things, new places, new faces, and really get out there and see what the world has to offer. Now, interesting, because, we have the peacock in this card. So whenever I say peacock yourself, this is, to love yourself fully and be comfortable in your own skin, to really, be your wonderful, authentic self, because the right person is going to love you for all that you are, and even more than that. So even the part of yourself that perhaps you have taken a long time to love about yourself as well. Also, I'm getting, it's very interesting because I'm seeing in the water, because I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading, I'm seeing a parrot, okay? So either this is relevant for some reason. It can be that, you don't want to repeat a cycle, or you keep repeating a cycle with somebody. But a parrot is wonderfully exotic. It can connect sometimes to the Page of Wands, which is about soulmate energy. It's about, lighting your fire, setting your soul on fire there with something passionate. But a parrot may be relevant. It could be a sign or a symbol that you're about to see in the next coming weeks or months that indicate that you're about to meet someone new. Okay, and this person, they may actually have some strong Leo or Aries in their chart as well, so they understand you on a different level. But ultimately, I feel this is about you focusing on your own needs, and the universe with the Wheel of Fortune is stepping in to offer a divine union. But I will pull some cards on that. So I'm just going to pull a quick card on these two people, because these can be aspects of self. They don't have to be two people, but I am picking up a secondary kind of person energy, which it just feels like someone is either making you wait, or is indecisive, or it just never seems to work with that person, even though there may be love, even though there may have been investment in a relationship in the past. It just feels like it's in limbo, or it turns your life upside down, but it never really promises to become a full long-term relationship. So let me just pull that card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide 8 of Pentacles? So aspects of self, okay? So this can also indicate that some of you have withdrawn from the dating scene because there's no one, really sparking your attention, or they don't have that ingredient, that missing ingredient that you're looking for right now. So you're working on your projects, investing in self, but also you're learning a lot about you, okay? A lot of you, you actually turn heads. You're very attractive both inside and out, and you get a lot of attention, but with the 8 of Pentacles, some of you may not even see that attention because you're so busy focusing on your projects, or, your abundance, working really hard to do some healing, but also to really get to know yourself in a deeper way, to really realize what it is you want in a relationship, and certainly what it is that you don't want. What I'm also being given right now is, especially with the star energy, which can be a lot of attention, you tend to outshine people, not on purpose. You just naturally have a gravitas that people want to get to know you, or they come towards you. And sometimes when we choose a partner, especially if we're not completely aligned with that partner, they can feel intimidated by that level of shine, or that level of attention that you tend to get. So sometimes they back away from that, or they feel somehow inadequate next to you. But you're attracting someone who is strong enough to walk by your side, someone who, is in command of their emotions, someone who is open emotionally, someone who's not afraid to stand right by your side and say, this Leo, they're with me. I feel that this is someone who's proud to stand by your side, someone who wants to proclaim their love and their passion for you. So I do see a spark between you and someone in the near future, because this is the King of Wands. It's in the potential position. So I do get an energy here of, chemistry. But we will explore that a little bit further on in the reading. I'm being given something which is actually very profound and very important, especially with the star energy, which tells me that you do tend to get a lot of attention, whether you see it or not. People are drawn to you, they're magnetized towards you. But I'm being given, especially with the Prince of Pentacles there, that respect tastes better than attention, okay? So I feel like you are looking for someone, of course, who respects you. Why wouldn't you? But I'm also being given an energy of you dipping your toe into something that you're passionate about. Now, this could be something that you're invited to, or perhaps there's going to be an invitation extended after you decide to join some sort of group, because I feel like some of you are investing in something that you've been wanting to do for a long time. It could be a course of learning, could be a group study. For some of you, it could be that you're learning a language, because the Eight of Wands, it's just giving me language vibes right now, travel. It doesn't always do that. Normally I get swords energy, which tells me about language, but I feel some of you may be doing some sort of learning in your life. It could be a creative course. It doesn't have to be that you're like number crunching or upskilling in some way. It could be that you want to explore your creative side. But I definitely see here that you may invest in something and do something for you, because the Eight of Pentacles has shown up twice. So right now you are focusing on yourself. You recognize that people come, they go in life, and that's life, right? So now you're just doing you. And with that Prince of Pentacles as a crossing card, we've already established that it's an aspect of self. So this can indicate that sometimes you feel invested in looking for love, and other times not so much. There may have been someone that, drew your attention, but it didn't work out. And now I feel like it's almost like you've put love on hold to focus on your passions, focus on yourself. And now, perhaps you are a little bit more curious to see what is out there. Now, the Prince of Pentacles can also indicate, because it's the equivalent of the Knight of Pentacles, you tend to offer a lot in relationships. And also, even when a relationship is breaking down, you tend to overextend your energy and offer even more to try and save it. Okay, so I feel one of your lessons, because we all learn lessons in relationships and in life in general, is to know when to walk away. Okay, and to value yourself and recognize what it is that you offer in a relationship. Okay, because you offer a lot. You are a catch. Okay, I'm not here to blow smoke up here. You know what? I'm getting the energy that you're passionate, you're kind, you're spontaneous. You're very thoughtful. When someone is given a heart from a Leo, it's loyal, it's passionate, and you will go above and beyond to be very protective over that love as well, because this card is all about protection. It's about honesty. It's about traditional kind of energy and faithful. You work hard to make a relationship work. Now, of course, some of you may have come across some very stubborn people, or people who got into a relationship with you but didn't invest fully. They didn't offer you the magic, okay? And, of course, relationships, they start off very magical at first. And then we get over that honeymoon period, and then, of course, the reality hits, and we start to notice things about our partners and say, okay, I can deal with that, or don't like that, or, and maybe not. Maybe, you sometimes have the perfect partner and everything just is smooth, and life doesn't always go that way. We have to accept each other's differences. But I feel like you are noticing that you may be getting involved with a person who either is sitting on the fence or isn't fully invested, or they show you early on a red flag and you kind of like look past it a little bit, like, oh, maybe they didn't mean that, or maybe that was a mistake, or maybe they were busy and they couldn't see me and had to cancel me last minute. So I feel some of you are really looking at who is invested in you and your life. And this is just extending across the board, not just in terms of love. So I feel one of your lessons is know when to walk away, and basically valuing yourself and what you have to offer in a relationship, because you are a gift. Okay, now we do have, oh no, we've got the Magician card. Let's not go to the past just yet. We got the Magician card there, and this is all about manifestation. So thoughts become things. So sometimes you may be thinking about the perfect kind of person that you want to come into your life, what they look like, maybe what they do for a living. I mean, that doesn't really matter, but some of you may be that precise right now about your manifestations. Remember, thoughts become things. And if you've been really busy and you haven't been focused, I mean, this card is telling me that right now you are focusing more on healing self and focusing on your own passions, and this is going to lead you to this new person. Actually, the Wheel of Fortune is going to put this person on your path. So keep doing you, because love is about to arrive. I would say if you're traveling, there's a stronger potential to meet someone, but I also feel there's an invitation where you may need to travel. So it could be that you're invited to a wedding or a festival or perhaps a conference overseas. Maybe it's a business thing. Right now, I just feel that love is on offer for you and you're waiting for the one. And the universe is stepping in to offer you that divine union. But the Magician card is focus. So it can be that, be really precise about what it is that you want in a person. Sometimes we need to see the vision, really see what the person looks like, or the sort of person that you would like to be in a relationship with. Imagine that you have that relationship right now, like you have everything available to you. Because the Magician card is basically to imagine life like you've got it right now. All of the money, the lifestyle you aspire to, the loving relationship, the car, whatever it is you're wanting. See it like you got it now, because the universe attaches itself to that vibration and says, okay, well, Leo is completely in love with this relationship. It must be so. And it works like magic, where suddenly the universe make sure that you have that happening. I mean, also, the universe can work in very spontaneous ways as well, especially since you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Many, many years ago, I sort of spontaneously said to a flatmate at the time, I was watching like a TV show that I didn't really want to watch actually, but my flatmate really wanted to watch it, so we were watching it, and I kind of enjoyed it anyway, but I didn't realize at the time I was going to, and I saw one of the performers on the TV, and I was like, oh my gosh, who's that? I'd really love to be in a relationship with someone like that. And then the universe literally sent me, like a month and a bit later, a person who pretty much looked like that performer and had the same name as the character in the show. I kid you not. It was one of the first indications from the universe that said, I'm listening. Okay, and of course, be very precise about your manifestations, because the character I was watching in a TV show was actually not a very nice person. And the person I manifested, of course, was a little bit like the character in the TV show and was not like, I don't want to say not a nice person. I want to say was a very complex person who had not dealt with some healing issues and therefore projected a lot of their pain into the relationship. So, we have to be kind of mature enough to accept that we're all on different journeys and we're all dealing with different things. And some people are better equipped to deal with the experiences that they've gone through, and some people are not. And sometimes, they take stuff from other experiences and they basically hash it out in a new relationship. So that's why you're being really mature, and you're on a right track here, because you're healing all of that stuff before you enter into a new relationship. So you're creating space for that relationship. And that manifestation card indicates someone new is coming into your life, okay? Now, the past position, we got the Hangman. You've been waiting a long time. Some of you may feel like you're drifting. It feels like you're in limbo, perhaps, where, you're getting new perspectives in life. And when we are radically changing our life, it feels like nothing's happening. It feels like we're making major decisions, but it just starts to feel like there's no drama, which is kind of nice, but at the same time, it feels like, oh, there's no potentials when it comes to love. You may feel, by putting your sort of love life on hold briefly, you may have felt that it has now extended in its period and you haven't met anyone new. So you may be starting to feel like really tested, or because I get an energy here that some of you may have connected to people in the past who made you feel a little bit confused or gave you mixed signals. And I feel like you just got really fed up with the whole thing and withdrew. But also, this time period, because the Hangman is a pause, it gives you time to end old ways of doing things and release past restrictions. Whether that's a person who you're tempted to connect to, or whether it's experiences that you've had. I mean, for some of you, especially with the Star energy and the Prince of Pentacles in the Resistance position, some of you may have been bullied in the past when you were younger, and it kind of dulled your shine or knocked your confidence in some way, and you've been learning that you are enough. You know, the Magician card literally has every element on the table. The swords, the pentacles, the cup, the wands. So this indicates that you are enough. You are everything that you should be right now. And the person who is going to come in and love you is going to love you for all that you are. So I feel because the Hangman is in the past position, you're not going to have to wait much longer, because the opposing energy, which is in the next 6 weeks, the near future, you got the Eight of Wands. You're making an improvement, and movement is happening in your relationship status. So I feel like you could be talking to someone new, but I will clarify that in a moment. Your potential position is someone who is very honorable, someone who is an influencer. This person may have their own business. I need to pull a card on this because I want to see if this is also connected to your fire energy of taking charge or taking action, putting yourself in a position to follow your passions and do something for you that you are excited about. I mean, typically, King of Wands is an Aries energy, but in this deck they have a lion on the background there, so it can indicate that this person has connected the King of Wands more to Leo energy, so that's why I want to just double check there. High Priestess. Okay, now the High Priestess, oh, we got that Knight of Pentacles energy, so this can indicate that you are almost like reprogramming. Okay, yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Although it is aspects of self, it just feels like there is a bit of baggage here that you are processing right now from someone who perhaps did not invest fully in a relationship in the past. Doesn't have to be like a couple of months ago, doesn't have to be years ago. It can be, perhaps you had feelings for somebody and it wasn't reciprocated. It can be that there is something being resolved here. My guys just said a little something for you, and I've just looked and I realized there are some cards left that I didn't quite pick up. Now, I'll take these cards, but Hangman, you've been waiting for love. Interesting. Okay, so now that's a very interesting set of cards to come out, especially since they tend to be the cards that you've got already. So we've got the High Priestess, which is a period of review, to withdraw in silence, to really tap into your spiritual prowess, to deepen your spiritual gifts, to pay close attention to your intuition. But also it's a card where we process the past in order to reprogram our current position and strengthen our position so that we can allow future happiness to come in. And I feel like under review energy, it's like you're being really discerning about who you allow into your temple, right? Because you are a sacred being. And I feel with this Knight of Pentacles present, which is the equivalent of that Prince of Pentacles there, this is a card that indicates there may have been someone that you were invested in, but it feels like either it's in limbo or, I mean, there's a lot of baggage there. It was a heavy-going relationship. There's a lot to unpick. But also, this relationship made you really strong. It made you realize what you want and what you certainly don't want, what you will put up with in a relationship and what you will really not put up with. So I feel with this Ten of Wands being present, I feel it's been a lot. You've gone through a difficult period. You're pretty fed up and exhausted with the dating scene. It can also indicate if you have not had a previous relationship, it can indicate that you're so fed up of people like starting off invested in the relationship and then suddenly like either disappearing, ghosting, or just phasing out, just not being invested at all. You're just fed up with people who are just looking for the physical. You want something a little bit more down to earth, a little bit more real, a little bit more authentic, honest, true, and long term. And the Nine of Swords can indicate there's a little bit of anxiety there. For some of you, if this is a person, it could be that a situation from your past haunts you and that's why you're healing it. Doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be a personal thing that you went through, and it's connected to how you feel about yourself or how you conduct yourself in a relationship. It could be that you witnessed parents or guardians divorcing when you were younger, and that level of argument or conflict has caused friction and made you feel like, yes, you want a relationship, but there could be like an insecurity deep rooted there where it's like, well, what if it doesn't work out? Or what if that person leaves? There could be abandonment issues there, things that perhaps you witnessed. Doesn't have to be that either. It can be something that you have experienced that was traumatic, and it changes the way that you approach love. You're not rushing into anything. You take your time with it, and you're looking for a sensitive partner who understands that you don't want to rush into something, and you just haven't found the person that you're looking for. But that's all about to change, because if these cards, King of Wands and the Prince of Pentacles, are aspects of self, the Hangman is the weight, and it's in the past position. The next king, it's a king energy, so it can represent there is someone who basically is mature enough to know what they want. And the King of Cups is the highest love that love has to offer. Someone who is true, emotionally available, someone who is honest, who wants a love that goes somewhere, who wants to invest, someone who's supportive, someone who's kind, someone who's gentle, but also passionate, someone who's non-judgmental, So I feel there is someone coming in here who is going to love you for all that you are and even more. So we have that King of Wands energy, of course, so this is someone who's going to be bold and strong and someone who offers love, okay? Because that king is kind of really clarifying the fact that you're about to take charge of the dating scene, as it were. And it doesn't mean that you're going to rush out there and put yourself on like a speed date. Although Eight of Wands could be, some of you are curious about speed dating. But I feel more than anything, this is about you deciding that you want love as your focus now. You are getting your life together so that you can create space to allow love in. And the Eight of Wands is movement. So I feel there is a change going on in your love situation right now. Eight of Wands basically means it's going to happen fast. When you meet this person, they're going to be rushing in. You're going to be in the flow. It's very reactive. Both of you, there's a lot of passion. And I feel with this card as well, I feel an energy of transformation. I also see new territories with this card. So you're going to be doing something different outside your usual parameters. I'm actually seeing a spaceman right now. Now, in the water, when I'm scrying, images, they just come and go, and I must give you what I see. So the spaceman could indicate that you are about to explore outside your usual territory. Could also be that this is a love that's out of this world. Could also indicate you or the person are some way connected to a space agency, for example, or have a strong, keen interest in astronomy, maybe. Spaceman. I'm not sure what else I can connect to that, so I'm going to leave that there. But I feel this is not your typical relationship. This is something different that's coming in, and it's so exciting and very, very passionate. For some of you, if you are booked to travel somewhere, or you're currently thinking about booking somewhere that is connected to something or somewhere that you're passionate about, that is a very strong potential to meet someone there too, okay? Now, Ace of Cups. There is new love coming on in for you, and this is the advice to yourself in this moment, which is to emotionally care for yourself, invest in yourself. The cup of love starts with the self first, but this is the hand of the universe offering you a divine love that brings peace, that brings serenity, and a feeling that you are completely loved because you are lovable. So this card indicates that out of the blue, the universe will offer you the divine union that you've been waiting for. Also, when you get an Ace of Cups, this, of course, represents a new relationship, which will lead to some sort of proposal, maybe moving in with each other, settling down, or marriage, if that's what you want. It can indicate that you may start a family with this person, whether you want children or not. It could be, a little dog family or a little cat family. There you have two. It could be a pet that you have. It feels like a unity. It feels like a coming togetherness with this card. But also this card reminds you to hold that feeling in your heart that all is well, and it shall be so. Remember, we're coming back to the Magician energy, which is thoughts become things, and you are manifesting what is in your mind. It becomes a reality, but you're taking inspired action because the King of Wands is an action card. You're doing something for you, though. I feel like you're not seeking love, okay? I feel love, it's going to find you. It's seeking you right now because you're changing your vibration to say, okay, now love is my primary focus. Now, this is the external environment, so it means the external circumstances outside of yourself right now. And Four of Swords, you're protected. Okay, you're in a period of solitude. You are withdrawn from love in order to not just take a break, but to take care of yourself, your own needs. You know, enjoy this period where you are single and getting to know you. You know, you are going to spend your whole life with you. So this is about, you know, romancing your life. It's about doing things that are a little bit extra special for you because you are extra special. So I feel with this card, sometimes, you know, it's reminding us that because your guides are presiding over you, they are removing certain people and situations from your life that do not deserve a place in it. So whether that's a relationship that didn't go the way you'd hoped for, whether that was a friendship or an experience, the universe and your guides remove these things as like a silver lining to protect you because they hear conversations that you're not present at. They're aware of certain people's intentions or the path ahead and what could be on that path for you. And they want you to thrive. They want you to have love. So with this Four of Swords, this indicates that you are currently in a place of solitude for a reason, to get clear with your thoughts, do some very deep thinking, some soul searching. Some of you may have felt vulnerable during this period, but actually it's a period where you should feel empowered because you are protected. And I feel like your guides are drawing you closer to the person who is really meant for you, okay? Now also the Four of Swords can indicate that you have been in a place of busyness, okay? And sometimes when we're in a place of busyness, it's nice to keep ourselves like active and doing all the stuff, but remember, sometimes we got to stop and smell the roses. Sometimes we have to honor that, you know, the speed in which we do activities, we could be missing out on other things. Of course, you're not wasting time, but it's about quality time for you and for your friendships and to find love, because finding love is also an act of self-care. So right now, I see that you're taking care of you. We have the hope and a fear position. Of course, the Eight of Pentacles, some of you may fear that you're not going to be in a relationship, that you're going to be alone. And, you know, a lot of people out there, and this is one thing I feel like you are learning, is to love being alone, is to love your own company. When you fall in love with your life, you change your vibration, and others look to you and want to fall in love with your life and you too, you know? So it's almost like an aphrodisiac to have that level of confidence, because we have the Magician card there, which can represent confidence. You know, it's a potent message that you are a powerful being manifesting right now. And, you know, I feel like you're tapping into your passions, your talents, because you're a very gifted person. But ultimately, I feel like this is the hope and fear position. When we fear that we are going to be alone, we attract a vibration of fear and we manifest fear. We manifest circumstances to be fearful of. So I feel like you're changing your mindset with that manifestation card there and recognizing that you are attracting a lot of attention. I mean, the star energy indicates you're going to be turning heads, and the fear is not going to be realized because the universe is saying you are destined to meet someone. Universe is going to step in. Fate and destiny will bring you to the person that you're meant to be with. So, of course, the fear is to be alone, long term, forever, that sort of thing. But the hope is to do some repair work, inner repair work, and to, you know, be rewarded with a relationship that you deserve and desire. And not settle for anything less than you truly deserve and desire. Because sometimes humans, we accept less than we truly deserve, okay? So I feel this is about building confidence in yourself and saying, you know what? I am a gift in a relationship, and I do offer a lot. And therefore, you have high requirements and expectations in a relationship. Now, I want to just address that word expectations, because when we attach an expectation to something, sometimes we can be disappointed. So it's important to remain flexible. You know, see the sort of person you want, imagine the sort of relationship you desire, but then trust in the universe, trust in the process, and say, I give it over to you. I always say, maybe write down a list of things that you want, even as an affirmation, and say it once loud and proud to the universe with gratitude and thanks, and then let the universe take care of the rest. If you're constantly reordering at the cosmic kitchen, then you're going to delay the order. Think of life as an omelet. If you want an omelet with mushroom, onion, and cheese, then the universe is going to deliver that. But if suddenly you go, oh, and I'd also like some tomato, then the universe has to send that back. The same with a relationship. If you say, I want someone who's loving, kind, and thoughtful, the universe is going to send you that. If you add, they must be handsome and live in the area that I'm living in right now, then of course that's a change to your order. So I feel like you are recognizing to not just only enjoy the present moment, but tap into the potential of creation that you have right now to manifest your future and be really precise about what it is that you want. So I mean, also, for some of you, and I'm going to have to pull a card on this, because some of you, I'm getting two energies, okay? So I'll explore these two energies. Some of you've just met someone, but you're not sure about this person. There lies your answer. If you're not sure about a person, it kind of means that perhaps they're not right for you, okay? It's totally your call. We all have free will. But if you're asking questions and you have doubt right now, it kind of means that that person, they're not ticking all the boxes, or there's some missing ingredient and you're waiting for the great love story here. The other energy I've got is some of you have either separated from someone and are wondering, can you repair this? Because the Eight of Pentacles in this position, it can be that you hope to repair something with somebody. So I just want to pull a card for those people. Because the star energy indicates that yes, you can. There is a healing period where, you and a person can come together, take accountability for actions, and basically resolve an issue. So I just want to pull a card to see that. Yeah, there's a lot of disappointment in this situation. I mean, someone feels left out in the cold or abandoned by this situation. Five of Pentacles, I feel at the root of this relationship, if you're wanting to repair something with somebody, I feel there is abandonment issues, and this person needs to heal that before they can fully give themselves over to the relationship. Five of Pentacles indicates there is some level of regret here. And this person with the Ace of Swords, I feel like they want to be honest. I feel you can have a very interesting raw conversation about taking responsibility for actions, or there has to be a conversation why this person left the union or isn't investing in the union. But ultimately I feel this person, they have a deep-rooted sadness. I mean, they tend to sometimes play the victim, so I'd watch out for that. I feel like they struggle to invest because either they've been left in the past by somebody, or they have witnessed something in their past where they felt they were not fully secure in a relationship and they just don't trust them, okay? So I feel this person also, they find it hard to articulate how they truly feel. Right now in this present state, I would say there will be a lot of discussion, but I feel this person is not capable of fully investing in a relationship that will offer you something long-term. So I got to be honest with that. Can you heal it in the future? The answer is yes, of course. We can always heal something, but it takes two. And if one person is not investing in the same way, then it's always going to be misaligned and it will always be a bit of a struggle. So the choice is ultimately yours. Now, moving on from that with respect, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and this is about turning your life around, but it's most importantly connected to destiny intervening to bring you the experience that you're manifesting right now. Someone who's passionate, someone who's loyal, someone who takes charge, takes responsibility for their actions, honors their energy, and is emotionally available. So let me just pull a card with the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to see lots of synchronicities. For some reason, a parrot is relevant. So it could be a logo. If you like tattoos, maybe the person's got a parrot tattoo. It could be, that they actually have a parrot. Maybe they're connected to animals in some way. So let me just pull a quick card, because this is what, your advice to yourself in this moment is, and I'm just saying the combination of cards because you're looking for the great love story. You're looking for a high level commitment, an opportunity where there is a lot of potential in a romantic relationship. You're currently on the earthly plane in manifestation mode. So your thoughts are becoming things, and destiny is making the outcome become your reality. So let me just pull a card. Can you please clarify the Wheel of Fortune for my beautiful Leo before we close the reading? We have the King of Swords. It keeps coming to a king energy, okay? So I feel like it's telling me that you will be talking to someone new in the next 8 weeks, but you need to, okay, that one flipped. We got the 9 of Wands. My guides have asked me to go on, so I will. Okay, the Hermit and the King of Cups. Okay, so again, there is 2 people in this reading, but I feel like this is like someone who hurt you that you think about from time to time, or that you feel guarded because of the experience. Now, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be that either you had an absent, father figure or masculine type figure in your life. It could also be that perhaps you had a very strict upbringing and expressing love is hard for you. It can be that you have been wounded by somebody in the past, or someone's words have really stuck with you and it plays on your mind sometimes. Maybe you were bullied. Depends on your situation, but I feel with the 9 of Wands, some of you may be currently questioning why someone did something to you in the past, and it's made you withdraw, and you may have wanted to heal it with that person, but either it's no longer possible, or you feel like you're kind of like putting the situation to bed and you're learning from it. I mean, the Hermit kind of means that you are ruminating on something, getting clarity on it so that you don't repeat a cycle. So it can be that there is someone from time to time you think about, or perhaps this person reaches out to you and you're like so fed up of this. You're waiting for the great love story. The King of Cups has come out again. So I would say you're going to meet someone who's got strong Scorpio in their chart, or Aries, Leo in their chart, a little bit of Aquarius energy, maybe some Pisces, and I would say maybe a little bit of Cancerian energy as well there. So very well-rounded person. They've definitely got some earth, but I can't quite discern which earth element they've got. So it could be either. It could be Capricorn, Virgo. That's the strongest. Maybe a bit of Taurus there as well, because of course this is a Taurian card. But yeah, I feel it could be an all-rounder kind of earth energy. Doesn't mean it's sun, moon, or rising, but I feel this person, whoever's coming in here for you, they're not too far away, okay? And it is destined. And notice the signs. There's something about this person's hands as well, their hands. Okay, so either they're going to tell you about they had a palm reading, or they've got really interesting hands. Could be that they do something physical with their hands. Maybe it's a hobby, maybe it's clay, maybe it's machinery work, or maybe they make something with their hands. There is going to be a major conversation about hands when you meet this person, okay? Maybe the size of their hands in comparison to yours. Maybe it's that. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to go get some final cards before I close your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Anything more my beautiful Leo needs to know? Well, firstly, there's a lot of water in your final card, so I would say keep hydrated. Okay, that's just a little an aside energy. And okay, I feel like this is the missing piece. So the water elements kind of tell me that you're in a period of cleansing, that you are in a period of clarity, creating an environment where there is inner peace. I mean, we've got creation. So this really strongly connects to the Magician card, that you are in a powerful position to create your reality and be in the flow. I mean, also when you get this card, it indicates flow forward with confidence. You know, be true to your emotions and don't allow yourself to become stagnant in life, get, caught up in a cycle of repeat. So I feel this is also an indication that creation is your birthright. So doing something that you're passionate about, something that is vital to your happiness, seek this now, because this will lead you to where you're meant to be, crossing paths with this new person. We've also got fluidity. So I feel like this relationship is going to be a little bit different from your usual type, okay? So remaining flexible is good, but I feel the majority of things on your list will be ticked when you meet this new person. I mean, it's number 12 and we've got number 29. These may be relevant, okay? I feel There is an energy of stability about this new relationship coming in as well, and you have waited a long time for this, but this is about letting go of old, outdated patterns or not being rigid in all the experiences that you've had. Let go of those things and, you know, admit that a relationship, it didn't go the way you'd hoped for, or love didn't show up the way you wanted it to, and that is your starting block. It's like, okay, you are a fresh, new, bright being looking for your next experience, and the next one will be your soulmate. And we also have completion, West. So you will get what you truly desire. And this is the missing piece. It's almost like all the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. You're going to see why things didn't work out with a person in the past, because you're meant to meet this new person. Now, it's number 4, which is all about stability. Now, of course, it is a card that says West. So some of you, this person could be from the West, maybe, or maybe the name West. It could be something like that, but it basically indicates that every cycle, it comes to a close. Do not resist the end of something, because the end heralds a new beginning. And, you know, this is about letting go in life. Experiences come and go, and you are about to meet someone who basically sets your soul on fire, but also your brain synapses. You have wonderful conversations. This person, oof, there's something about this person's hands, but also their voice. Okay, so yeah, very attractive person. I feel both of you, I would say that it's instant. You know, it's very quick when you meet each other. It's not too quick, it's organic, but it just feels like you both fall into passion with each other. And there is a foundation there too, which will lead to something more, because it's a destined relationship with the Wheel of Fortune present. So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune before I close your reading. Okay, so we have... Oof. Okay, so we have a skeleton there, so it can indicate that something is over. It's gone, okay? Now, some of you with this skeleton, it can indicate that some of you either are hesitant to get into love because you have something that is very dear to you. Perhaps it's a secret. Maybe it's something that you fear letting people know because you don't want to be judged. Perhaps it's a scar, or maybe it's something, you know, that you feel you will be judged on. But the new person who's coming in, there's no judgment there. This person is going to love you for all that you are. So have confidence in yourself and be your wonderful self there. But something is definitely coming to an end there. So whether it's a previous relationship, whether it's how you feel about yourself, you know, I feel this is about starting from scratch. It represents the death card, so it heralds a new beginning, as I mentioned there. And of course, we have a very interesting trinket to finish. Of course, there's an arrow there. It connects to Mars. This is about taking action. Mars is connected to fire energy. And this is about being on target, but also it can represent Cupid's bow and arrow. Okay, so I feel like this time the universe sends you exactly the person you're meant to be with. Everyone else was a lesson. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Leo. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little notification bell. It lets you know when I update my next message, and it lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Leo, and love and light.